entry number 19 in my art journal, day 19, I should say, for January 2nd, 2025. But today's video is more than just a demonstration of how I painted that landscape. It's a demonstration of this paint. I want to show you where I got this from. And it comes with a color wheel, which is kind of cool. And so let me show you that right now. Okay, so let's open up the 36 color gouache paint set from US Art Supply. I've not used this before. And on the back, it lists all the colors. It says a full rainbow of 36 unique, eye-catching, vibrant colors at your disposal. High-intensity colors made with premium quality pigments. The paint's smooth consistency allows the colors to be easily dissolved and blended. Our gouache is not only ideal for professional illustrators and artists, but also perfect for the young, aspiring artist, as they are fun, safe and easy to use, water-based, non-toxic, and suitable for children 3 and above. Our large 18 milliliter paint tubes contain 50% more paint than the standard 12 millimeter size tubes. And then it lists the colors, and we'll go through them. Let me show you where I found this on Amazon. Okay, there it is, right there. And you can see it was for sale for $26.99 at the time of this video. Apparently that was a little bit of a deal, I guess. All right, let's open it up and see what's inside. And I'll use a little razor blade to get the cellophane off of it. And then we'll discover together this paint kit. Now, I will say, this is not, I'm not commenting on this brand, but on all paints, you don't really need 36 colors. However, to defend, wow, that looks pretty nice. To defend the decision to get 36 colors, I will say, sometimes it is more convenient to have the colors already mixed. Now look at this, it comes with a color mixing wheel, which is very interesting. It's a little small, but still you can see it. So let's see how this works. So if you add red to yellow, it gives you orange. Well, we knew that. If you add yellow to yellow-green, you get that, like olive green, I guess. If you add, I can't read that. That's my eyes, not the fault of the thing. What does that say? Oh, blue, it just says blue. If you add blue to green, you get blue-green, of course. If you add white to blue-green, you get this, I guess a light blue-green. And if you add black to blue, you get dark blue. I don't always agree with the whole black thing, but so it's pretty neat. So it just shows you what would happen if you add yellow, red, blue, white, or black to the different colors. That's pretty cool. So I like this wheel. I wouldn't replace it for some simple experience. I think just using paint a lot, you will, if you're brand new at painting, this might be helpful for the beginner. All right, let's look at the paint itself. Wow. There are a lot of colors in here, and they are rather big, the tubes. They are rather big. This is the tube I bought from the Graham Company, which I love, by the way. But they're right, it is a larger tube. Sorry if I was holding off the camera. But yeah, that's a larger tube. I guess the best thing I can do, I don't want to waste your time, the best thing I can do is to try them out. Give them a go, right? Wow, yeah, there's a lot of paint in there. And there's a third layer, it looks like. So, 36 colors. So there you have it. Those are the paints. All right, let's try them out. Let me do a painting right now. Okay, so let me show you the reference photo. There it is. And that's just a basic landscape. I chose that one because it's got some yellows and some blues and some greens. It's nothing unique, except it's beautiful. So I'm going to choose for this one, let's see, lemon yellow. That sounds like a good color. And I'm going to make sure I have some white, because white is always good to have. In most paintings, I use white. Let's see, how about, what is this color? This color is called, sky blue. Well, we want the sky to be blue. And I'm going to go ahead and use a couple of different greens just to make it easier. Now, like I said in the beginning, you don't really need all the different colors because you can make them yourself with the primaries. But it does make it easier to have some on hand. So what is this? What is that green called? That's called deep green. So I have yellow green, and deep green. What I don't know, let's see if this kit has Payne gray in it. If it does, then I'll use that. If not, well, they have raw umber and burnt umber. Those are always good to have. Let me use one of them. I'm going to use the raw umber. And I don't see any Payne's gray, so I am going to use the black. I think that says black, yeah. Lamp black. Now, whether I use the black or not, I don't know. I could go to my Payne's gray from another manufacturer, but I think I'll just try to stick with this one manufacturer just for today. Just for this one painting. Let me move this to the middle here so we can see it better. Oops. I knocked my computer off the desk. Alright. Sorry, I'm squishing my paints up against my computer. I need my computer because that's how I see the reference photo. Alright. Alright, let me get a palette. Now, if you're new to this, I'm using this paper palette. I basically just take a sheet out of it. It's a disposable palette. There we go. And I don't need the whole thing. I'm just going to fold it over. This is day 19, by the way, of my art journal. So even though I didn't take a walk for this reference photo, I do think I get enough comments from people asking me to give my opinion on different paints. I don't really have much of an opinion about paints, but since I got this brand new set, I'm going to do something. Let's try it out for my first time ever. Alright, so let's put the sky blue in here. Put a little sky blue. Oh yeah, it's a nice tone. Very nice. Alright, and what is this? This is the titanium white. So I'm going to put 2 dabs of white on here. One there and one over here, because I'll probably use it for more than one purpose. And then, let's see what we have here with did I pick? Well, this is raw umber, so I'm not sure how I'll use that, but I'm going to put it down here since I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. Hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. I'm using my phone today to record. This one is the, what is that called? Oh, yellow green. That one's called yellow green. Well, that'll come in handy, I think. And again, when I get to the actual painting part of this video, I do not want to make a photo realistic duplication or replication of the, oh, there's the black. So there's lamp black. Like I say, I don't usually use black, but I'm going to use it because I don't have any Payne's gray in this kit. Although I do have Payne's gray. I may pull it out. All right, here's the yellow. This yellow is going to come in really handy. So I might end up using 2 of them. 2 dabs. And then the final color is deep green. That's this one here. Alright, I'm going to try to use the paint without using the water a whole lot, so that I use it as paint and not as watercolor. Let's just see how that works out. I'll use the water only to clean the brush. Alright, so let's start out with some of that blue. Let's just put blue on the paper. Okay, it looks very nice. It covers the white. Now again, if you've watched my videos with my journal, this is my journal. If you've watched my videos with my journals, you'll know that I am painting in a book that is made for writing or for sketching with pencil, and not necessarily for sketching with paint. But it's what it is. It is what it is. We'll try to create a nice landscape with these new paints that I got from Amazon. Just kind of put a little bit of that there. Now I'm going to add a little bit of that white to it and mix it on the paper itself. Bring it down. Yeah, mix it. Just have fun. Bring the sky from a dark or deep sky blue to a light sky blue. I'll bring it down almost halfway. Just keep brushing it in there. Add a little bit more blue to that. Just keep working until you get the sky looking the way you want it to look. And then, by the way, forgive me for not being the best tutorial video guy. I am really not that good at tutorials. I'm more comfortable just chatting with you about what's going on in my world. By the way, I appreciate the comments regarding the walks that I've been taking. I love the walks for more than one reason. I love the walks because I get out of the house. I love the walks because they give me so much reference photos opportunities, you know. It's really kind of cool. Right now you see that went from light dark, from sky blue that was dark or bluer to this more, and I haven't used any water yet. I will need some water though for that, I think. But if you were using like oil paint, you might use linseed oil or something else as a medium. But there we go. All right, there's our sky right down to the horizon. Maybe a little bit white there. I kind of like that. That looks nice. All right, now, since I have other colors in this kit, let me get, I didn't think of this when I was doing this. Let me get a darker blue for the water. And called Primary Blue. Well, that's a good one. Primary. What's this one called? Cerulean Blue. Cerulean Blue. I don't know. Alright. Alright, so let me get to the Primary Blue. And push that around a little bit on the bottom. Whoa. That's a nice color. You know, that might be a good place for the... I'm going to use a different brush. That might be a good place for the black. To add to the like I added white to the sky, I could add some black to the... I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with some black down here. See, I said I wasn't going to use black, but I am. I'm going to mix blue with it. So it's got that black, blue look to it, and we want to make it sort of go like over here. Let's sketch it in a little bit. There we go. We'll put a little line right there. And then a little line right here. Just to kind of give us some idea of where we want everything to be. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Again, I'm doing it without water, but I don't want to stick to that promise, because I have a feeling water is going to be necessary here. But for right now, I just want to paint all this in here. Just cover it with paint. So I'm getting over a cold, and it just seems like it's taking so long to get over this cold. And Robin is also getting over a cold, and hers was way worse than mine. She's been really suffering with it. So hopefully she'll be better when she wakes up. It's already 7:45. It's a little bit late for her to wake up, so I got up later than normal also. It's January 2nd, by the way. Yeah, the second day of 2025. Alright, now there we go. There's our dark blue. We want to start adding some white. I'm a little bit worried about it because I have black in there, so I don't want it to become gray. I do want it to be more blue. Kind of like the sky. Just kind of lighten it up here. This brush is a very soft brush. I probably should use a firmer brush. We're just going to use what we have. I'm going to add a lot of that white right up here. Like this lake. Give the lake a lot of light tones right at the end of it there. And then we'll bring it down. Get a little bit darker. Get that white in there. It's a very serene looking lake, isn't it? Very still looking water. Still waters run deep, they say. Is that a song? Still waters run deep. Or is that a Bible quote? I don't know. Alright, there we go. There's that part of what we want to do. A little more here. Alright, get that in there. A little bit more of that. We have gouache dries very matty looking. And the reason you want it to be matty looking, if you paint with gouache and you don't like the way it dries because it is matty looking and that's not what you had in mind, you can paint over it with varnish, of course. But the reason matte finish is usually preferred is because it provides no reflection. When you're photographing it, you'll be able to make prints from it a lot easier. You'll be able to scan it and photograph it a lot easier. I don't know if anybody ever told you that before. And so a lot of illustrators use it for that very reason, because illustrations typically end up in magazines or in newspapers and stuff, or movies. All right, now what we want to do is get a different brush. I'm going to get something a little bit harder, I think. I'm going to take some of this light green. I'm going to do my best to get this distant hill painted in here. Just use that light green. Just spread it around in there. And over here too. Yeah, we're going to come back to this, don't worry. Going to get all this in here. Yeah. This distant, beautiful green area here. God gave us a beautiful world. Let us keep it that way. Robert and I did a song years ago called Forests Green. And in the song, the words say, let them see forests green. Let them swim in waters clean. Let them know the earth as we did, as a friend. Yeah. I know this is really not the color I want for that background, but I'm going to put it in there and then darken it in a little bit. Okay. There we go. It's kind of weird to just kind of paint it like I'm painting a wall, but that's kind of what I'm doing. Just like one big area of green. So you can almost see already what I'm trying to accomplish here. And I'm mixing the green and the yellow a little bit. All right, now let's take some of that. Let me take some of that, I guess that dark green, and get some of these areas back here. I'll go ahead and add some of that brown to it. Get some of the distant trees here. Put them in there. So this is the burnt umber, or the raw umber. And I'm mixing it with the green, not only the green from the palette, but also the green that's already on the painting itself. Okay. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and take some of that black and kind of put some depth right there. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get some of these distant hills and put them in there. Get that black in there. I'm purposely letting it mix with the green, so it's not as defined as you might think I want it to be. Go ahead, okay. Let's get some more shadows in here. Okay. A little bit of yellow, I think, over here wouldn't hurt. A little bit of yellow just to Give some highlights to the distant trees. There we go. We can pull this out here too. Pull it out a little bit more. And then we get a different brush. Because I'm not using water, I'm trying to squeeze out a lot of this brushwork here. And put some white there. That distant water area. Just keep adding some white. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There we go. All right, let's put some dark areas over here. Just use that dark green. I'm going to go back and forth between the top and the bottom. I'll create some larger trees here. There we go. Some larger. Okay, let's get some of these dark. You can see some of these greens and yellows over here. Put them in those places. I might come back with a clean brush after a while and highlight it in me. Now we need the reflection in the water too. Okay, get some more yellow in there. Let's get this yellow in here and make sure we get the reflections in the water. This is nice paint, by the way. I forgot I'm reviewing the paint. Yes, this paint gets an A plus from me. This is very nice paint. I get. I forgot I was reviewing paint. Yes, this is really nice paint. I haven't used water once, by the way. I guess you've noticed that. But it's really nice paint. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, by the way, they don't pay me to say that. They don't even know I bought their paint. Okay. That kind of looks nice. I like that. I like the way it came out. Okay. All right, let's get some of this dark area in here. We're going to go ahead and mix it in here. Some shadows here. I'm using my phone to record, so I hope it stays on. Use a little black, and see, I wasn't going to use black. I've always kind of bad-mouthed black a little bit, and turns out I'm wrong. Turns out it looks really nice. All right, I'll make this really super dark here. So, okay, well, everything I ever said about black paint, let me rethink everything I've ever said. I don't know if that might be true for other subjects, though. Like, for example, portraits, it might not be such a good idea to use black. But I think for the landscapes, maybe I need to rethink my thinking on black paint. There we go. Now let's put a little bit of brush over here. It's peeking its way through. Just not really sure what that is. All right, now we got to get that big old tree in there. And I'll use this brush, I guess. It might not be. This might be where I need to use a different brush. Let's see. I might need to use water on this. This might be where water comes in handy. These branches all the way over here. All right, I think that's good enough for the bare branches. Now let me get a harder brush right here. I'll use this one. This one's got a little bit of a firmness to it. I'm going to use that to get some of these dark leaves in here. I'm mixing the dark black with the dark green. I'm just going to try to dab them in there. Yeah, I think so. Just kind of put a bunch of them in there, and then we'll come back with some of the lighter colors in just a bit. And we could do it the other way around too. We could do the light colors first. Maybe I'll do a mixture of the two. Get all these little leaves in here. Yeah, this is like a summertime landscape, isn't it? So it's the second day of the new year. It's the first non-holiday of the new year. Today's not a holiday, I don't think. There's so many holidays on the calendar. But I think the second day of the year is the first day back to work. Or school for a lot of people, right? Okay, I'm trying to do all these dark ones first, I think, and then we'll add the light ones in there. There's really no rhyme or reason here. I mean, it's almost like a silhouette if you think about the tree here. But I do want to keep some of that light in there. All right, let me get a different brush now. Oh, that's kind of hard. That's good. Let me get some of this green and this light green and start adding it in here. We don't want it to be completely silhouetted, no. We want this to have some nice bright leaves being backlit. I have not used the water one time, by the way, if you're taking notes. Not that you need to skip the water. No, water's good. The reason I was trying not to use the water is because I wanted to use the paint. I'm just demonstrating this new paint that I got. And I think by using just the paint and not the water, you get a better idea of how the paint itself looks. If that makes sense. We'll probably go over some of the yellows with a little bit darker greens and just kind of mix them all together. Now I did say I was going to use white, but I don't know that I'm going to use white in the tree. We'll see. Maybe just to highlight the edge of the bark. That might be what I do. Oh, you know what movie we watched yesterday? Robin and I watched Wicked. The movie Wicked. I liked it. We both liked it. So, it is what it is, and it was okay. It was an okay New Year's Day movie for us to watch. I mean, she's on the mend from her cold, so it was nice to just sit and this is a long movie. It's almost 3 hours long. And then, of course, we took a bathroom break, so it made it 3 hours long. I think I took more than one bathroom break. A lot of backlit leaves here. Okay, let's see a little more. Okay, well, I think just a few more little wisps of, let me get a small brush here. Some little wisps of light on the water here. This is where the white comes in handy. The white and the yellow. Just little areas here where there's grass poking up out of the shadows. And let me add a little bit of a couple areas of light on the tree. The sunlight's hitting the tree. And maybe touch it up a little bit on the other side of the water. Some more of those branches. A little more yellow over there. Okay, the only other thing I think I want to do is add a little bit more white to that water. It's all dry by now, so I have to kind of smudge it in there. Give it more of a reflective sky look. Okay, there we have it. There's entry number 19 in the art journal, but it's also the demonstration of the brand new paint So I just got from US Art Shop gouache paint. Gouache paint. Alright, well, thank you for watching. Hopefully that was fun. Alright, see you later. Bye.